Was there ever a moment, and I know there are plenty because you and I talked about it, but maybe we said, what was the moment where you sat back and went, wow, he just did that?
No, too many to talk about. I think when we first realized Brad's individual talents, there were several wow moments. But the thing that myself as a coach said wow so many times about, that a lot of people probably don't realize, is how when he would do something that was not in the box score type of thing, an ultimate team guy team. The most emotion I've ever seen Brad show is when he's happy for somebody else. The biggest shot that he hit in his career against Warrensburg Latham for us to win a sectional, he doesn't react. He's tugging on his shorts and he's looking at me like, what are we in? Or, okay, we called timeout, we got to set up a defensive play. His reaction when Hoovie hit the shot against T-Town was the most reaction I've ever seen out of him, and that's Brad being Brad. He was happy for our team success at that point, and that's when I say wow about Brad, is how unselfish he is. How
important was it to have that kind of kid, that kind of demeanor in a leader?
Something you can't teach, something that you when you sit down and describe or want to shape and mold a type of a team leader or a player you want on your team, that's one of the intangibles that they have to have, and he has second to none as far as his composure, as far as how he handles himself in tight situations, and you can't teach that, and it's something that's pretty special, and I think he's proven that to so many people in the last 4 years. Who
does he remind you of? Anybody, any player that you can compare him to?
No, I've seen several great ones, with my time at Seneca, and several great players come through here. Garrett Callahan from Seneca maybe would be the closest comparison, as far as the level-headedness, the team player, and with the ability to score at will. But even so, Brad's level of composure and is second to none. I've never seen it in a high school kid, and hopefully I'll see it again, but it's surely not guaranteed.
As a Saukee, and you are a Saukee, what's it mean to have that trophy that's sitting behind you?
Pretty special. It's to think about all the great teams that have come through here that have never gotten to the spot that these guys got to this year, and the things they accomplished is, I'm very fortunate to be around. You never know when it's going to happen again. You're never guaranteed anything, as a lot of teams have proven and a lot of situations have proved. To think about it being 20 years since Pittsfield's even been back to a state tournament, you have to step back and think about that and look at that and say, wow, what these guys did was, it was special, and disappointment definitely was in that locker room and going up there and going 0-2. But at the same time, it didn't take us very long to realize, boy, that was fun and that was special, and it's something that we'll always remember.
And the moments along the way, triple overtime in the regional title game, Brad's shot against Warrensburg, Hoovie's shot against T-Town. I mean, you have moments some coaches never get to experience, period. And you had three that in one single run.
You couldn't have scripted it any better. Trying to sit down and write a book. These guys definitely had a flair for the dramatic, and it was sure special. You think back on it, and it's something that, like I said, let alone getting fourth in the state, being the last four teams to play, but how they got there. Something that you might not ever see again, and it's something that we really have to appreciate, and really, it'll be talked about, I know, by this guy for a long time. Just special.
Is that the word? Is that the word? If I had to ask you one word to describe it all, would it be special, or would something else come to mind? There
could be a lot of words. Special definitely has to be up there. Exciting, I could rattle off a lot, but it has truly been, the success that these guys had. It's special for me because they got to experience as players, and I hope they really understand how special of run it really was, and it'll be special for me and be close to my heart for a long time.